Hey guys, so we are back with some more Get Ready With Me. This time I don't have any primer, I don't have any face makeup on. I actually received a request from one of my subscribers to do a face of affordable makeup. So I am at it. It's not going to take all that long. I have some places I need to go today, so this is not going to be another 30-minute video. So I'm going to start out real quick. We're just going to get right into it. I'm going to prime the face. I actually found this primer. It was on clearance. I'm trying to remember where I was at. I want to say it's CVS maybe. And I really like it. It gives a really nice, just soft, velvety kind of finish on the skin. It is the CoverGirl True Blend face primer. It says it's for combo skin. I do and I don't believe that. Like, I have combo skin. I do still get oily after a little while, but I mean, that happens. So moving right on into foundation. I absolutely love this foundation. I saw it at Walmart and I was like, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and give that a try. And it has actually become one of my favorites. So we're going to go ahead and start blending it in. I did get a few other questions that I want to go ahead and answer because it is it's pertinent to whenever I review products. And I'm going to have a review video coming up soon. I had something that like a box of stuff that I received from Influencer that I've had for about a month and I'm about to do a review on. So it is pertinent simply because when you do reviews, you know, what am I looking for in a product? That's a really good thing to keep in mind because what I'm looking for may not be what you're looking for. And so, you know, that's why they say reviews are exactly what they are. My opinion is completely mine. But anyways, I am kind of hard on products, especially when it comes to skincare. I mean, one of the biggest reasons I'm hard on skincare is because there are literally so many options. You know, every company is coming out with skincare nowadays. So the thing is that you know, and skincare, I like to compare to, like, especially ladies, you know, we understand that, like, a handbag, guys, a wallet. This is something that is personal. You know what you like, you know what you're looking for. And so that's exactly how I see skincare. Now I'll always tell you guys what the pros and cons are about it, what it did on my skin, which, by the way, my skin is combo leaning oily. It's always more oily than it is dry. I do get dry patches like up here on the temples, down in this area. For whatever reason, it gets really dry. I try to counteract that by using more moisturizer, but that doesn't always work. So that's that. And so that's also the case when I'm reviewing cosmetics as well. We all know what we're looking for. Some things work for me, they may not work for you, vice versa. So I mean, any review that I make, take it with a grain of salt because there may be keywords in there of something that you are looking for. My skin is pretty sensitive as well. So that's another thing to consider, that when I'm reviewing something, if I say it made me break out, it could be because of a fragrance. This foundation, it's still in my sponge. It has a light fragrance to it, but it's not bad. We're going to go ahead and conceal. This is something that also has a scent to it. This is the liquid Camouflage from Catrice. I saw Tarte use this, and it's not expensive. I decided I was going to pick it up, and it actually, like, this will conceal your sins. So there it is. It says it lasts 12 hours. I don't know about that. I don't usually wear makeup for that long. Because typically when I'm getting ready, I mean, I may tell you guys good morning, but it could be in the afternoon. I usually don't put makeup on until close to 9 o'clock in the morning. It was different when I was working. But ever since I haven't been working, you know, I don't get ready really early most of the time. So I'll go ahead and press this in. And like I said, this is going to be kind of a light makeup day simply because of what I'm doing today. I'm going to be out in the sweltering 90 degrees plus 90% humidity today. So pray for my face. I'm going to do a little bit of, I'm going to set my face a little bit, mostly the under eye, but I'm going to go in the areas that do tend to get dry. I'm going to set the under eye real quick. The whole setting it so it doesn't crease. Yeah, that works if you don't have very many creases under your eyes, which unfortunately I do. When you get older, that happens, and there's not really a whole lot you can do about it. We tell people now, don't tug on your skin because it can make it crepey. I come from the time when, you know, that's how you did stuff. Like, you were kind of aggressive with your skin. This powder, by the way, is from Rimmel. It is the Stay Matte Powder Foundation. When setting my face, I don't usually go with a setting powder. I like a powder foundation. I do have setting powders that I use, but this is what I use more, is like a powder foundation. Alright, so let's hit the nose real quick, because like I said, I'm going to be out in the heat. You can tell I'm not from Tennessee. I don't like the humidity, but even Tennesseans don't like the humidity. I had a spoolie here a second ago. Alright. Go ahead and brush the brow hairs up. And I know I said I wouldn't do my brows on camera, but sometimes you kind of can't help it. You improvise. So, now there's some things I didn't really have like an affordable option. This is from Winky Legs. I got this in my BoxyCharm forever ago. Like, you can see that if I turn it, that it's the gold stuff is wearing off of it. But I really enjoy this. It is the shade is called Universal, which I wouldn't necessarily say that the shade is a universal color per se. If you have like really blonde hair, this shade may not work for you, whereas, or if your hair is like really dark, you may have to apply this multiple times in order to get the intensity that you're looking for. Or, and I'm gonna do this here in a second. I'm gonna concentrate on this line, because we mess our brows up at least 7 times before we are finished, before we are satisfied with the final product. Isn't that how it always goes? Alright. Now they may look like a hot mess now, but by the time I'm done, it'll all make sense. So, how's everybody doing? I appreciate the feedback that I'm getting on my videos. And friends, you don't have to worry about like hurting my feelings, please, you know, go by way of Nikki. If there's something that you don't like, please by all means let me know. And I really appreciate the comment that I got about, you know, can you do some affordable makeup? Absolutely. I didn't even think about, you know, what I use. I just kind of use it. And after a while, like, if you're like me and you subscribe to BoxyCharm, and I have the Glam Bag Plus that comes from Ipsy, after a while you have quite a bit of higher end makeup. Now I'm going to show you guys a trick. If you're using a creamier, like a creamier pencil for your eyebrows, and especially if you're going to do like I am today and you're going out into the sweltering heat, then you may want to set your brow product with a powder. You don't even need to purchase a brow powder. Where did all of my angled brushes go? I have to use a straightener. You don't even have to buy a brow powder. You can use a eyeshadow. So as you can see, I am using the Beige Cosmetics Zodiac palette today. I'm going to dip into this brown Libra shade. And this is a great tip if you want to set your brows. Because sometimes creamy products, you get out into the heat, they can melt, and you know, nobody likes melty brows. So I do just that, is that I'll brush it in, like I'll press it in with the brush and then just kind of brush it through with my spoolie. And I know that these brows look like super intense, but they're really not so bad. So, alright, brush that through. And this is also true if you have, like, I know that I've had eyeliners that I absolutely loved, and they were like a super creamy formula, but because of that they can smudge. Get a eyeshadow that is a close shade to it, do a close shade match to it. You can once again use a brush like this, just press it on top of the eyeliner and it will set it in place and it will help it last longer. So, alright. We're just going to do a little bit of bronze and blush because, like I said, you know, if I'm going to be outside, it may not last forever anyways. I'm going to use the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. This is the shade Bronzer. I know that they also have one called Deep Bronzer. And we are going to just do a little bit of bronzing. Now this formula, I really like it because it is like super buildable. It does have a slight sheen to it. It does have a slight scent to it. It has like a kind of a coconutty, like tropical scent. It almost smells like a tanning bed, to be honest. If you've been to a tanning salon, it almost, yeah, it almost smells like that. Or if you've ever used the Sol de Janeiro, I think it smells more like the Coco Cabana cream than anything else, but I really, really like it. So, now some of you may have noticed I like to hit the bronzer kind of heavy right here around my jawline. It gives a similar effect to contouring, just without having to contour. And don't forget to put bronzer on your ears a little bit, because bronzer is, you know, you put it where the sun would normally, you know, bronze your face. So, alright. Deepen this up just a little bit more. Let's pack this brush. Get some on there. Alright. Okay. Alright. Now, as far as a blush is concerned, my apologies, I don't have I actually don't own a blush that would be considered to be on, like, I was telling my boyfriend this morning, think of it along the lines of the left side of Ulta versus the right side. And I actually have not found a blush that I really, really like that is like drugstore Morphe, BH Cosmetics, you know, along those lines. So I'm going to go back into this palette that I used the other day. This time, with the eyeshadows that I'm using, I think I'm going to try this Oscalia shade. I'm just going to dip real light because that color is kind of intense. And just pop a little color on my cheeks. Okay, I might like this shade better than the other one that I used. Like, that color kind of scared me, which is why I didn't touch it the last time, and now. Alright. Now, when it comes to brushes, to address the concern of the viewer, affordable makeup is one thing. You can find affordable makeup that works well. Finding affordable brushes can sometimes be tricky because there are times when you get what you pay for. So you would want to exercise caution. Or just little by little. That's how I built up my brush collection, is just little by little purchase brushes. I can tell you a secret that I did. I like Morphe brushes. They're not expensive either. I subscribed to Morphe Me is what it was called. I subscribed to that for a little while, and that made it so that I could build up my brush collection. Look into BH Cosmetic brushes as well, because they make some really, really nice brushes. Let's make sure that this is even. This brush I'm using is actually from BH Cosmetics. They have this, what is it called? I want to say Face Faves brushes, and I have a bunch of their brushes up there. I really enjoy them. The highlighter I just used is Wet n Wild Megaglo highlighting, and the shade is Blossom Glow. I've said it in other videos. I really, really enjoy Wet n Wild highlighters. I don't know what it is about their formula, but they just kill it. So props to Wet n Wild for making us shine. Alright, so moving on to the eyes. Now, an eye primer is another thing that I didn't really have like a super affordable. Pure is probably the most reasonable. Use this primer sparingly though. Like, it is super sticky. It's the Pure Get a Grip primer, and it doesn't even want to come out. Okay, I don't have time for this today. It is a super sticky formula. I mean, it would work well as a glitter glue. I've actually recommended it to my friends to use as a glitter glue because it is just that super sticky formula. So I apologize, this is not going to be budget friendly. This is going to be from Tarte, the Creaseless primer, which I don't think they even sell this exact formula anymore. I did have it as a subscription, and I received notice that, hey, we don't even have it. Your subscription's coming up, but it's not in stock. And when I looked at their website, it's not even listed as like, get on the list and we'll let you know when it comes available. So I think that they're redoing some of their line. But if you do happen to come across this, Tarte Clean Slate 360 degree creaseless primer. It is a really nice solid primer. Alright, so we are moving right along to the eyes, and like I said, I'm not doing anything major today. I'm actually probably only going to use a few shades on my eyes so I can go on about my day. I'm actually going to start with my fingers, I'm going to dip into the Virgo shade, which is so pretty, and just press this all over my eyelid. So what is everybody doing today? You having a good day so far? The polo match that I was supposed to go to the other day got rescheduled. I ended up going on Sunday, which I was really happy about it. Those of you who follow me on Facebook might have seen my post flaming them, because originally they were doing this whole, no, the show must go on. And it's like, are you serious? You're going to have a polo match when it's like thundering and lightning in the area? Isn't that kind of dangerous for the players? Because horses can get spooked really easy. Alright, so now I know that the name of this primer is Creaseless, but if you're like me and your eyelids are what they are, there's still going to be a little bit of creasing. There's some things that makeup can't help, unfortunately. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and, it's really pretty. I actually hadn't used this palette before. So I'm going to dip back into, I'm going to use a Morphe brush. This is the Jaclyn Hill JH32. And dip into the pinkier kind of shade that was right next to Virgo. I don't think that these shades have color. I don't think these colors have names. Other than their astrological sign, because this is the Zodiac palette. It's been out for a while. It's funny because I bought it forever ago and I'm just now using it. I'm trying to be more conscientious of how much product that I have going on, because I mean, makeup expires, and it was a very devastating day for me when I had to throw away some Urban Decay Naked palettes because I hadn't used them. And they were so dried up, I couldn't even get them to swatch anymore. Alright, that is a really pretty color as well. It's really soft. It's blending nicely. Beige Cosmetics makes some pretty solid products. I know that that eyebrow pencil that I was talking about the other day, that I bought the wrong shade because it looked wrong on the internet. Yes, I know that was Beige Cosmetics, but it was still a good brow pencil. So I'm sorry if you can hear my dog whining. She's laying on the bed and being rotten. Nobody's paying attention to her, so. Alright. Alright, that is a really pretty, really soft look. Like, as you can see, I'm wearing actually wearing a dress today, which, you know, doesn't happen in the history of ever. Alright, let me see what I want to do. I think I want to deepen up the outer corner just slightly. So I'm going to go into, I'm trying to decide between, I think I'm going to dip into Cancer and just really lightly pack this on the outer corner. Give it a little bit of dimension, a little bit of depth. Oh, that is gorgeous. I'm glad that I did that. Okay, glad I chose this color. Just do the same on the other eye. Okay, I really like this. It's a nice, it's kind of a soft eye look. I'm going to go back through and just pull that color through. And going to blend these together just slightly. Just kind of blur the line a little bit. That is really, really pretty. I like that a lot. I'm going to take a little bit of the Cancer color. I'm going to dampen my brush and smudge under just the outer third, maybe, of under my eye. I just like drowned that brush. And yes, I know, I'm making the alien face. There we go. Okay. Don't try to. This color is gorgeous, by the way. It's like kind of blue, kind of purple. It is just a really, really, really pretty color. Okay. Like I said, it's just going to be a really, really simple eye look kind of day. And I am satisfied with how it turned out. Alright, so we're going to do a little bit of liner, a little bit of mascara. I don't have time to curl my eyelashes, so I'm just going to really, really, really lightly line the eyes. And this is a sample size eyeliner that I received in, I think it was the Walmart beauty box. Which, do any of you subscribe to that? It's like such a weird subscription. Like, sometimes it's like actually beauty stuff, and sometimes it's like personal care. I've gotten sunscreen, I got feminine wipes, like, I don't remember how long ago that was, but it's a very, very odd subscription. Alright. I'm not big on lining my eyes. I used to in my goth days, but that was the Maybelline Master Precise All Day Liquid Liner. Hopefully it lasts all day because I need it. And then for mascara, I'm going to use the Ulta Plush Drama mascara. I really, really like this. I got this, I want to say, you know how Ulta always does like those freebie bags where you buy this much of our products and we'll give you this bag of stuff. I think that's where I got this. But it's a really good formula. It's super thick, so like as you saw, I scrape it off into the tube because it is like super thick. But like it does make a dramatic effect with your eyelashes. Like, so you see one eye versus the other. And you don't even really need to dip back in because there is still, even though I scraped it off, there is still so much product left on this wand. And if you ever do like I just did and you get a little bit of mascara on your eyelid, don't try to remove it right away. Let it dry and you can kind of like scrape it off. That way it won't ruin your makeup look. And I'm only going to put just the tiniest bit under my eye, like on my lower lashes. And I'm going to put just a little bit of highlight color under my eyebrows and on the inner corner. No, I'm going to use my highlighter. No, I'm actually going to use, so this palette has like this massive like highlight shade in the middle, and I'm going to use that. I just realized I haven't even taken the plastic off of the mirror on the inside of this. I was wondering why my face looks so distorted, and it's like, well, because you still have plastic on there. Alright. Take it off so that I can do this more effective. Sorry for... This is not an ASMR video. Sorry for that. If that translated really weird on the audio. It's like a really just... It's not... It's icy, but not... It's really pretty, actually. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to get that out later on. Alright. I'm going to line the inner waterline a little bit to make me look a lot more awake than I am. This is the Rimmel Scandeleyes waterproof liner. I get the nude shade. And what a difference a nude eyeliner makes. It makes you just look a little bit more awake. Alright, I'm going to set my face before I put on lip products, and then we are good to go. This is the Makeup Revolution Hyaluronic Fix Spray. There's going to be plenty of moisture to draw from the air today. Like I said, with 90% humidity and hyaluronic acid, you know, draws in moisture. And so it's going to draw in plenty today to plump your skin and make it look all fresh and full. And some of you may recognize this fan. There's a story behind that. Alright. I'm going to line my lips with, it's from Jonteblu. Don't let the name fool you. It's like super cheap. I love their lip liners. Their eyeliners, not so much. This is in the shade Nude. And I got the request for a contour video. That might take me some time. It'll work better if I have a volunteer to come here so I can contour your face on camera. Lastly, this is from Colourpop Cosmetics. The shade is in Spring Roll. It is such a nice, like, just pretty nude pink. And it is so creamy. In contour, I know that liquid lips are what everybody wants. I am still old-fashioned. I love a good bullet lipstick. It's funny because when I saw this in the drawer, it looks like the Becca Cosmetics tube, and I'm like, what color is that? I don't remember getting that. My favorite's up there. And then I opened it, I'm like, oh, yes. So I had to use that today. Alright, so this is my affordable makeup look. I hope you like it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!